Hello, everybody. Gravitational report. A lot of energies are coming in, a lot of going on. I don't know about you, but since last night, been having a huge headaches, which is in the back of the skull. Usually, I have a headaches in front, not in the back. Was looking into the energies. That is about empty the mind, empty out the mind, kind of like a you don't see the clarity of the future. You're not used to see things as used to be. You're not work, you're not operate as used to be. Why? You were operating before within the face mask. You have focused your attentions within the face mask to see through the face mask, to see through the shadow from within. Since now we are removing the shadow, we're not used to it to get in the clarity that actually the clarity that was within us, for real, the true self, to find your true self from within. And it's going to be feel a little bit uncomfortable to some of you, but that is because the moon, it is in Pisces. Very beautiful energy of this will come out because the moon is trining Lilith, and Lilith's trining Mercury, Venus, and the sun. And throughout the day, this energy is going to be so much within the present, within from within, and looking at this beautiful unifications of emotions are coming together from within, while you still have this inner fight from within. What is the old? What is the new? What is it present? And what is everything? So today you might gonna feel a little bit out of focus. You maybe also can experiencing some energy of like you don't see the clarity from within. That is because your mind it begins to empty of what you think and what it was. The false is leaving your system, and you are used to it to this false. Now you're going through a different quantum leap from within you. We had this similar energy 8 months back. That was it when it was done the opposite way. That was when the Jupiter was shifting from Pisces into Aries. Now, though, the Jupiter is going back from within. And whatever it has not been cleaned, whatever it has not been gone through it, it is for. So today you might gonna feel some little energies that are coming. So here it's that 7 o'clock the energy is gonna be familiar to you since yesterday. But the moon is kind of divine energies with midheaven from within you. That is the work, the soul work that you are need to be focused in you. As I said, the moon is got a very good position in Pisces. That is it about the trine with Lilith and the trine that has with Venus, with the Sun, with the Mercury, with the Ascendant. You follow that energy, there's going to be the good the things from within you. But if there is an intense energies behind that, that it's coming because midheaven is in Leo. I was looking Kaipacha's report. I share it on the Facebook. If you're following on Facebook, you can see the post Astrology for the Soul. And he was confirming about this emptiness within. I was looking at for confirmations of what's cooking with me. Everything began like somewhere around was like 1, 2 o'clock. I was on calls, and that was begin to be from within me. I'm like, what the heck is going on with this? What is within this energy? And now when I look at it in there, that was in the moon that was actually triggers all this. That was putting it this emptiness of the old mind from within you. Empty out of the mind of the false and getting the soul from within you. So at 8 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be at 16 degrees of Scorpio. You already got used to this energies. You're dealing with this one way or another. You beginning to work more and more from within. Midheaven is in 26 degrees of Leo. It is divine energies with Pluto. It is about this deep subconscious transformations needed in the real world. It's going to be made coming in from midheaven and it coming in from Mars towards Pluto. The focus will be this transformations from within, these deep transformations that it's coming into you in the forms of doing the work, because you can't transform if you haven't done the work. If you know the things is different than do the things. That's the difference between the professional do the things and know the things. While most of it, they know the things, but they don't do the things. If you pay attention in there, that transformations in Capricorn, that's what this is. That's what the Capricorn is, the cardinal sign in here on Earth. What really is going on is the actions, and action is the result of the work. So at 9 o'clock, the ascendant is moving. It's moving out of Scorpio. It's 28 degrees of Scorpio. But we are going to look in this energy right now. It's the organizations. You organize the things because midheaven isn't Virgo. It's going to be a beautiful energy around 9. That energy is going to help you to, like, you know what, I have to reorganize by the new way. I have to shift something. I have to cut out the old things. I have to move. I have to get this, and so on and so on. But midheaven is at 12 degrees of Virgo. The moon is at 10 degrees of Pisces. There is going to be intensity within your intuitions, the where you go, the where you feel all these energies from within you. That could be related to the energy that you feel that it's moving, but this could be the energy of, I see that what I organized before is not organized the way it was, the way it's supposed to be, and so on and so on from within you. It's going to be a beautiful energy, though. The ascendant has divine energies from Mars, and Mars getting divine energies from Pluto. This is going to be when we're going to begin to feel after the end of emptiness, after empty out the mind from within you. You're getting into the energy of the inner peace. And that is going to be when the Sun, the Venus, they're going to come into the cycle. But we are preparing it for this full moon on Taurus. The more the moon goes towards Taurus, you're going to feel these energies right now. You're going to feel this intensified energy. There is a lot of evolvement in there. We're talking about the North Node Uranus and the Moon facing Mercury, the Sun, Venus, and that all is going to be squaring Saturn. So these intense energies we've been talking about for a while, you're going to feel it. And we may feel the intensity of other people, but if you choose to follow the path of a free flow, not thinking and empty more and more out of the old stuff from within you, you're going to be getting a pretty good blast after all this period it's ending. So for the next day or two, just hold on in there while the moon is in the Pisces, because this energy is so strong. It's a very powerful energy. We're talking about the moon, we're talking about Lilith, and we're talking about Venus in that case, because that is a strong emotional feminine energy. That is a, if you are feminine, you're going to feel this strong energies from within you. If you're within the masculine energies, though, these masculine energies can affect you because of Mars, and that the Sun and Mercury, they're opposing Uranus and they're squaring Saturn. So you might feel a little low within the masculine energies from within you, but if you look at yourself, you have both from within you. If you unite them from within you, you're going to be able to want to help others. So basically, you're going to be unified yourself from within, kind of like a forcing it. So now this emptiness of the mind, it's clear the things of separations from within your energy, but to bring the both to understanding of masculine and the feminine from within you. If you're feminine physical, but you have a masculine energies, you understand how to balance your feminine and you understand what the masculine for should be from within. So at 11 o'clock, the ascendant is at Sag. It is opposing Mars. This energy is going to be intensified, but beginning to have this kite that it's made. The beautiful kite, we talk about it. It is the path of the unifications, not going to restrictions. So we are beginning to have Lilith trines Mercury in the Sun, and it's trining the Moon. But the Moon begins to sextile Uranus in the North Node, and Lilith begins to sextile Uranus. So that is creating a kite. So down in the bottom, okay, you have that kite. Okay, there is a Venus, the Sun, and Mercury. That's what it's mean. Your goddess love from within you, your authority from within you, and your communications from within you. That it's coming, the energy that it's going towards the moon, which is the mother, the emotions, and the situations that is going to Uranus and the North Node. And on the other side, we have this energy going towards Lilith and going to Uranus. So this it is about to take a flight by understanding of the internal conflicts from within you, the internal conflicts within your mind, to empty the out and take a flight of the unknown. But that's coming from with you being in the darkness and walking out of the tunnel. You see the light that comes out of the tunnel, but you never been there. You never been to your true self. You never been through breaking out through your shadow and going into the light from within. Now you are going to be feeling awkward, but this energy is going to help you to find your true self. And you might fighting with things there in the past, but Mars, who is retrograde and divine energies with Pluto, is going to balance these energies from within you. So at 12 o'clock, the ascendant is at Capricorn. Their work has to be done. It is what it is. The midheaven is at the 1 degrees of Scorpio. There is beautiful trine there with Mars and Mars trining Saturn. So now this energy is coming in to tell you, learn. You need to learn how to navigate these energies. You need to navigate these situations. As the moon more and more begins to approach Neptune, you might gonna feel visions, but they are different than what you used to work with. They're little different energies. You might see energies from the past of something that it's removed from you, but you're also gonna see some energy of light, energy of love, energy of understanding. That's what the Pisces, that mystic things from within you. Maybe something like a deja vu, daydreaming, or very quick manifestations, just like that. Okay, so but you have to do the work. That's what the ascendant is. The work, inner work from within you. At 1 o'clock in the afternoon, the ascendant is together with Pluto, which is about focus within the transformations from within you. Midheaven is at 16 degrees of Scorpio. It's going to be this energy towards Taurus. You guys going to feel this. The pressure from within us with others about the material world. Once the Scorpio season ends, things going to get a little better for that energy. Okay, and the square of Saturn right now, who's been for a long time like this, it's even bringing it a karmic lessons from within us. You have to look within the lessons, you gotta look at it within these situations and evolve. That's what Saturn tries to tell you through the things. It's not easy to learn new things, but they're going to help you with in your life. So at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the ascendant is at Aquarius. That's the rebellion part from. But we are experiencing the squares to what's going on at Scorpio, what's going on in Taurus. The rebel is not happy. You, as a rebellion, you're not happy. You're looking for something else from within. The ascendant, though, is got a divine energies with Lilith that is in the family. That is it about to create the God given family that was given it to you from God. You didn't create the family. The family is created with everyone, but begins from within you. Some of you is going to look the shadow within the family, shadow behind everything that holds on in there. But who's helping? The help that is the moon, the help that is a Mercury, the help that is the authority, and the help that is Venus. So you put the goddess part from within yourself, your shadow self, your intuition, your mother understanding, your communications from within yourself, combine it within the authority. But that gives you how you to navigate with everyone. When you learn to navigate with the authority and intuition from within you, then that intuition is going to be respecting the authority of other people. At the same time, you are going to be expecting and respecting the intuitions from other about you. But when the one authority face another authority without the involvement of the intuitions, guess what? There is too much ego fight from within. And when this is connecting with Lilith about the shadow within the family, you understand there is no authoritarian control in the family. There should not be. There should be an intuition and authority work from within you and work with the rest of the family members. A lot of good work on this. When you dive within the shadow and look from within, some of you may be experiencing this. It could be something related with the family. That could be a lot of healing within the family members in situations and so on from within. So 3 o'clock, the ascendant is going to Pisces, very close to beginning to the moon. It's going to be the next hour, probably it's going to be together with the moon. This energy that we just talked about it is coming into a surface more and more. You're going to be dealing with this energy, but midheaven is in Sag, is in Sagittarius. There is divine energy towards Uranus and the North Node. You are going to express, or you are going to get messages about these divine situations, divine created energy that is coming and you want to express. Okay, so be patient within yourself. You might get in a messages from the divine. That could be a music, that could be a numbers, that could be a somebody's calling you, that could be a reading an article or watch a video. All of a sudden something pops out in front of you. Sudden changes, sudden things. That is the power of Uranus. He is the controlling these energies of sudden changes from within you. So at 4 p.m., the ascendant is together with Jupiter, and Jupiter right now is in destructive mode. He's basically removing things from within us. He's working with this its own mystic shadow way from within Pisces, and you may feel like a little bit of offset, dreamy state. You may also feel like out of place and out of space, kind of thing. But that it is to remove things from within you, kind of like forced meditations. You maybe feel like sleeping, the need of doing this from within you. But currently, at that 4 p.m. o'clock, The midheaven is right at 29 degrees of Sag, and it's beginning to oppose Mars and squaring this ascendant and Jupiter. You don't like this. You restricting of this is going to be make you feel a little bit uncomfortable. Why? Because it's not comfortable to some of the things that you want to let it go, that you have to let it go from within yourself, within your mind. What that is. What was your vision? What was your things? What was your stories? And so on and so on. But that is going to be making a room. So when he turns direct, you are going to build in there, build from within you. Because after removing the shadow from within you, now you went through your real self, and now you begin to build the life for real. For real, for real, for real to you. That's what the fight will be. At 5 p.m., the ascendant is in Aries. That is going to be the you wanted to look within this new beginning, how to build yourself, how to rebuild yourself. You understand there's going to be a lot of work that needs to be done. Midheaven is at 13 degrees of Capricorn, and that's when you begin to understand that about 5 hours ago, when the ascendant was at Capricorn, that is a difference between I know and I do. And now you are going to be put in the positions. I don't care what you know. I want to see what you do. You can tell me you have a five diplomas. Show me what you do. That's going to tell me more of what it's within you. And this energy is going to be very interesting because he's going to be working with everything that goes on. We're talking about everything that goes on at Scorpio. That's a Mercury, the Sun, and Venus. That is the communications, the authority, and do you love what you do? You might be connecting to the part of do you love what you do? And that energy is very powerful. I mean, powerful with work with the North Node and Uranus currently. So this energy is gonna comes in like I'm gonna work with the universe. I'm gonna be working out my karma. I'm gonna be working my South Node and my North Node. I'm gonna do this work. And I understand all this and so on and so on. But what it stands against you? The midheaven is at 13 degrees of Capricorn. Lilith is at 12 degrees 40 minutes. The shadow is preventing you. So you have to face your shadow. You have to look within the shadow. That is the part to make that leap from I know to I do. That's what this is. For some, could be that little difference of what Lilith was supposed to do by divine plan, but she knows things and she abandoned the divine plan. Now you have to face this shadow, according to the legend, guys. So at 6 p.m., the ascendant is with Uranus and the midheaven is with Pluto. Yes, um, accountability for what you do in the previous hour. Um, the work that was done is a divine work. Midheaven and Pluto have divine energies towards Mars in you, the warrior from within you, who is entwined with Saturn, who is learning his lessons. But the warrior wants to stop this destructive models. So he wants to go get this Neptunizations, delusions, and illusions, and so on from within. And he is looking from within his spirit. So now this divine energies that comes in, it's like, oh, that's my escape route. My looking up to God to happen, whatever the God wants. I don't want to fight for to be right. So the ascendant daughter, Taurus, that it says like, look, you see what the situation is right now in this material world. What do you need to change in order to fix things? From some, it's going to feel like restrictions. Who is the restrictor? The restrictor is Saturn, that it squares everything. squares the North Node, the Ascendant, the Uranus, and it squares the Venus, the Sun, and Mercury. And you're going to feel that wall that is from within, but also you might going to feel like a karma, something that has to be done from within. So at 7 o'clock, the ascendant is at Gemini at 5 degrees. Doesn't have a major aspect, but midheaven is together with Saturn. So you are rebellion. You don't like all this energy of Mercury, of the Sun, and Venus. In that position at Scorpio, all this thing is like, come on, it's gotta be something better. It's gotta be something a little different. I'm tired of this shadow. Maybe the shadow has to help me. Maybe I have to get along with my shadow, and yes, you will. Okay, instead of opposing something, how about you try to accept something that exists from within you? Because when you try to fight the shadow fights you. But when you understand it's you, it's your own shadow, it's your sub self that was built from within you, then you are going to be, okay, so I built something from within me that needs to be little by little dissolved, little by little has to be go away, little by little has to be moving out of this from within you. So it's going to be a lot of intense energy, but for a good purpose. So at 8 o'clock, the Ascendant and Mars are coming together. Midheaven is at 27 degrees of Aquarius, beautiful trine towards Mars. The divine masculine energies, this energy of the warrior that wants to do things right. Now, that is a focus of doing this rebellion, but not rebellion to go and do killings and so on. That is about the rebellion from within itself. For you to decide to rebel against your old self. This could be a lot of pushing of this energies for it. To remind you, this is a Aquarius energy, is in the air. I mean, you're going to feel this from within yourself. Um, but use the energy that it's all day present from the moon, Lilith, and Venus, all this kite. It's going to be all day long. You're going to feel this beautiful energy. And since the moon is going to be a beginning and transitioning, that's going to come in with Neptune pretty close. Currently, the moon is at 16 degrees, 52 minutes in Pisces. Neptune is in 22 degrees of Pisces as well. So this could be a things that you're going to look within all these energies inside of you about what is real in yourself. And at 9 o'clock, the ascendant goes into a Cancer. It's going to be a family orientations look, the energy in there. But midheaven is in Pisces right now. You're going to be looking to this energy of the past hour, the energy of this mystic visions, of this mystic situations, of this Neptunizations, and so on from within you. It's going to be a very beautiful flow between Uranus, the North Node, midheaven, the moon, Neptune, with all these trines towards Venus, the Sun, and Mercury. It's going to be this beautiful energy that you are going to be able to work with these energies inside of you. The kite is going to be kind of like right now, the kite, if it was like this, now the kite is going this way to make a turn, to make a flight, a beautiful flight from within yourself. And at 10 o'clock, the ascendant is very close to Lilith, but there is a divine energies there with Saturn. The ascendant is at 18 degrees of Cancer. Midheaven is together with Jupiter. Now, this energy of Jupiter and Mars is going to be feel so strong. You may feel like I'm mad that this is destroyed. I'm mad that this has been down. I'm mad that this what happened, and so on and so on. The growth that wasn't done. But look at it right now. That the wrong growth leads you to the right growth. That is going to be this vision, this energies that's going to be coming when the moon and Neptune begins to come in overnight. They're going to be coming in together. You may gonna have a beautiful dreams, beautiful visions. My advice is take a meditations before you go to bed, clear your mind, and you're going to be feeling much better in you. And at 11 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be at 0 degrees of Leo. It's going to be opposing Pluto. The midheaven is in Aries with Chiron. And that is a divine energy towards the authority, the sun. So after all this day, at the end of the day, if you did the things right, you're going to heal the things from yourself towards your own authority. So if your authority was damaged at the end of the day, that authority, the sun, is going to be coming out from within, healing your own wounds. It's going to be a beautiful revelations to you about all this. The ascendant, it is trining Jupiter and Neptune. The false authority from within you. That's the authority from the face mask, from the shadow. You are going to work out and heal it from within you. So basically, that's what it was, the astrology report. In alchemy, I think Aries is in my Uranus. Oh, that's a very good one. See, 3:33, divine time. Nick, hi. If you have any questions, or any of you have questions, ready to answer it. But sure, let me know if you guys have some any questions. But it's so funny that the numbers between me and you kind of like are working so much. Like I don't know, when I think was when here it's a 11:11, but you it's 1:11, and by me it's when it's 1:11, but you it's 11:11. Or there was a time that actually was matching. I don't remember where it was. Maybe 12 something was. It was something like this. So work on you guys. It's this craziness of Pisces mysticism, like something goes on, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, because if you know what's going on, you're probably going to be standing against all these forces that help you to get better. So look from within you today, within the energies, and do your inner work, guys. Okay? Do your inner work. Let's share the love and the light here, guys. And I will see you later on at 4 p.m. All right, guys? Be love for right now. Be love.